Welcome, everybody, and happy Monday, January 6th. We were talking about jeans right before we came on. She's like,
oh
I got some new jeans.
These new jeans, you've got to try them. They're, and he's like, Levi's? He's like, no, True Religion, no, Freedom Nut. I'm like, they're really great.
They're clearly really nice.
He's like,
we'll look later. We'll find out what jeans those were. But we're happy to have you with us here. It's a whole new year. It's a Monday for many of you, back at work maybe. But we have a lot to talk about here today, including the Golden Globes from last night, which there's a whole lot to mention.
It's that like, no, are you serious? What's he going to say next? This is so awful. Did they have a delay on this? It was a beautiful
A lot of roasting happening. Everybody wants to see Hollywood be roasted, and definitely they got it.
I have a hard time watching people be embarrassed. But, you know, we're talking about Scorsese and stuff. I'm like, I think they can handle it. This should
He's a legend. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a lot of feelings to mess with.
But we're starting with something that's close to my heart. Sports.
Sports. It's just the way that you say it. Okay, so you know the shooting contest that so there are these shooting
Yes, enlighten me. Please, I have no idea.
Shooting contests from half court that a lot of people do. The more recent one that I saw was the Dr. Pepper one where they were giving away scholarships, and then the one kid got like a $100,000 scholarship and the other one's just like like walking off. I'm like, you'll be able to go to school someday, but they gave him a little bit of money. Anyway, that's not the point.
You make fries at McDonald's.
The point is,
not that there's anything wrong with that.
The LA Lakers hosted this $100,000 half-court contest last night, and his name is Evan Brooks. We're going to take a look at how it went. And just for future reference, when you watch these again, that doesn't happen, okay?
No.
That just does not happen.
It's extremely rare. I can't believe he got it. He was so excited about it. He was jumping around. Even his old high school tweeted about it because he used to play basketball in high school.
Yeah.
And he played, I think, a little bit in college. But look at that, $100,000, life-changing money, I think, for anybody.
Imagine, this happened a couple of years ago. Well, I guess it was like 2013. Somebody won $75,000, and LeBron James ran over and hugged him. Not hugged him, he tackled him.
LeBron James, the baseball player?
Right. That's exactly who it is. Yeah, and they were playing courtside, and no, but anyway, so that was really cool.
Awesome.
I mean, you probably practically die after LeBron James tackles you.
I would die if I got $100,000. That would be life-changing money. So we were talking about the Golden Globes. Let's get to that now because people were really happy with how Ricky Gervais did as host. He hosted, I think, a few years ago, right? Or maybe a couple. And then he got chided for the fact that he was really too crass. But they brought him back. They brought him back because they wanted the ratings. And he started it by saying, you'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards. It was kind of a warning for what was to come. And he really let Hollywood have it.
Right.
People were happy.
Immediately I saw Brad Pitt. I'm like, oh, what's he going to do to Brad Pitt, right? Because he goes low.
Oh,
he goes way below the belt.
Let's see, he called Joe Pesci Little Yoda or Baby Yoda. He said some other things about some other people that we can't mention here on this channel, on this show. But really a lot of winners, some unexpected winners too.
An unexpected loser.
An unexpected loser.
The Irishman?
Which we'll get to. Yeah, well, The Irishman definitely didn't make it, and neither did Netflix. So let's talk about two of the shows that won. Have you watched Fleabag on Amazon Prime?
No, I haven't.
It's an amazing show. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is her name, the creator of it. It started, there she is on the right, it started as a play. A one-woman play, and she always breaks the fourth wall in that play, and the show does too. The fourth wall is where you talk to the audience and say, is this really happening to me, or whatever she says. So she won, and the show won for Amazon Prime, and Succession on HBO, which apparently is a very nasty show. It's like really ruthless. It shows the world of, I think, the Murdochs, I think is what's loosely based on, Fox News and all of that.
Oh,
so
that's fascinating.
Yeah, so those were two shows, and two movies too that won big. One for comedy, I think, and one was drama, which you don't think a Quentin Tarantino film is a comedy.
Have you seen this, though, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I haven't.
It is pretty good. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it is definitely entertaining. So you have to see that. Okay, so Ellen DeGeneres won the Carol Burnett Award for Achievement in Television, and that was presented by Kate McKinnon. She's from SNL. I love her. She is phenomenal. She can transform. But anyway, so there's a legend right there, Ellen. Speaking of another legend, Tom Hanks.
Let's hear what Ellen had to say.
Okay, yeah, let's take a listen.
All I've ever wanted to do is make people feel good and laugh, and there's no greater feeling than when someone tells me that I've made their day better with my show, or that I've helped them get through a sickness or a hard time in their lives. But the real power of television for me is that not that people watch my show, but people watch my show and then they're inspired to go out and do the same thing in their own lives. They make people laugh or be kind or help someone that's less fortunate than themselves. And that is the power of television, and I'm so, so grateful to be a part of it.
Well, she was just given the platform, but she is the one who's an inspiration.
Powerful speech. One of my favorite things that she said was when she used to watch Carol Burnett on her show, and you know how Carol Burnett would sign off by doing this?
Yeah, it was a signal.
Ellen DeGeneres joked that whenever Carol Burnett did this, she knew that Carol was telling her it was okay to be gay because Carol was also telling her she was gay. I thought it was really, people loved that in the crowd. And you were talking about
Tom
the other
Hanks,
legend.
Yes, so he won the Cecil B. DeMille Award. Do we have okay, let's take a listen to what he had to say. It's emotional.
A man is... Sorry. A man is blessed. A man is blessed with a family sitting down front like that. A wife who is fantastic in every way, who has taught me what love is. 5 kids who are braver and stronger and wiser than their old man is. And a loving group of people who have put away with me being away months and months and months at a time. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here if they didn't have to put up with that. So I can't tell you how much your love means to me.
Just so emotional. And the clip they showed.
Just love Tom Hanks.
His career is incredible. I mean, we all forget how many movies and how many lives he's really touched with his
Right.
films.
We also forget he's Tom Hanks in like every single movie that he's ever done because he becomes that person.
He is amazing. And he's Woody. Not to mention, or is he?
He is
Buzz
Woody,
Lightyear? Okay. All right. Let's leave you with. It's New Year. Let's leave you with
like
something
that.
gross, and that is a burger from McDonald's that is 20 years old that apparently has held up.
Right. Now, this would happen to me because when you're a mom, and I guess you can say when you're a dad eventually, French fries will make it until you sell your car. I can promise you that. But this is the only thing that stands the test of time. How old was this when he found it? Looks exactly the same. And the only thing that disintegrated were the pickles. That was it. Everything stayed exact. So picture that in your stomach. And yet, we all go. We all just sit in the drive-thru to get stuff that never disintegrates.
Well preserved, like most of the people in Hollywood. With a